Ever wondered what it's really like to take the IELTS on a computer? What's the check-in like? What kind of tools do you actually get to use? And the big one, what happens if there's a technical glitch? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain and walk you through the entire process, step by step. Welcome to the Explainer by IELTS Guide Phil. Our whole goal today is to completely demystify the computer-delivered IELTS test day. We want you to be able to walk into that test center feeling confident, relaxed, and ready to focus on just one thing, showing off your amazing English skills. So here's the game plan for this explainer. First, we'll talk about getting ready before you even leave home. Then we'll cover what happens when you arrive at the test center and get settled in. After that, we'll dive deep into the digital tools you can use, followed by some final tips for success. And lastly, we'll show you where you can continue your IELTS journey. All right, a successful test day actually starts way before you get to the center. It really begins at home, with knowing exactly what you need to pack and, just as importantly, what you absolutely should leave behind. Honestly, the key here is to keep it simple. The only things you absolutely must have are your valid ID, and make sure it's the same one you used to register, and your test confirmation email. That's it. Everything else, like your phone, your watch, your study notes, leave it at home or plan to put it in the lockers they provide. They'll give you everything you need so you can just travel light and stay focused. Okay, so you've packed correctly and you're on your way. What happens when you actually walk through the doors of the test center? Let's break it down. This one is so important. Punctuality. You'll want to aim to get there about 30 to 60 minutes before your test is scheduled to start. This gives you plenty of breathing room to get through the whole check-in process without feeling rushed or stressed out. The check-in itself is a really smooth 5-step process. First, they'll verify your ID. Then, for security, they'll take your photo and fingerprints. You'll stash your stuff in a locker, get a moment to get familiar with the computer setup, and then you'll listen to a quick final briefing on the rules. It sounds like a lot, but it's actually really quick and straightforward. So, this is what your personal test space looks like. You get your own little workstation, complete with privacy screens to help you really zero in, and you get noise-canceling headphones for the listening section, which, let me tell you, is a fantastic feature. The timer is always on screen so you can keep track, and there's a help button right there if you run into any technical trouble. And now, the main event, the test itself. But see, the computer format isn't just about typing. It's about having this whole suite of digital tools at your fingertips that can help you perform at your absolute best. Let's look at how to use them. So let's just glance at the strategic advantages here. In listening, you don't need transfer time, which saves you a ton of stress. For reading, that split-screen view is an absolute game changer. And in writing, having an automatic word count and easy editing tools is just a massive relief. Okay, let's dive into each one. In the listening section, you are in complete control. You can adjust the volume to whatever level is perfect for you. Your answers get saved automatically, so no need to panic at the end. You can even use a digital highlighter to mark things. There's an on-screen notepad, and you can easily go back and change your answers within a section if you have second thoughts. The reading tools are all designed for efficiency. That split screen means you can see the passage and the questions right next to each other. No more flipping pages back and forth, losing your spot, and wasting precious mental energy. You can also flag questions you're unsure about to come back to later and jump around easily using the question palette. It's so much smoother. For a lot of people, this is where the computer test really shines. That automatic word count, it's a lifesaver. And being able to cut, copy, and paste means you can move whole sentences or paragraphs around to perfect your essay structure. Now, here's a crucial tip. There is a spell check that underlines potential mistakes, but it won't correct them for you. You still have to know the right spelling yourself. So one thing that doesn't change at all is the speaking test. It's not on the computer. It's still going to be a one-on-one interview with a real certified examiner, either in the same room or over a video call. Exactly the same as the paper-based test. Okay, so we've walked through the whole day, from start to finish. To wrap things up, let's boil all of this down into some really essential do's and don'ts to keep in your back pocket on test day. First, absolutely do the optional tutorial at the beginning. It's a great way to get comfortable. And as you're taking the test, make sure you actually use those digital tools we talked about. The highlighter, the notes, the flags, they're there for you. And of course, take full advantage of that easy editing in the writing section. And a final pro tip, practice typing for accuracy, not just blazing speed. Clean typing is better than fast, messy typing.
Now for the things to avoid. Please don't assume that just because you're good with computers, you don't need to practice the test format. And like we said, don't rely 100% on that spell check. Keep an eye on the on-screen timer to manage your time. And most importantly, if a little technical issue pops up, don't panic. There's a whole system in place to handle it.
And that brings us to the biggest fear, right? The question lurking in the back of everyone's mind. What on earth happens if the technology fails in the middle of my test? Okay, take a deep breath. Here's the deal. You are completely covered. The system is designed for this. Your work is automatically saved every few seconds. If there's an issue, the staff will come and fix it, and any time you lost will be added right back to your clock. You will not be penalized for a technical problem. Look, understanding the test day process is a huge step forward, and it's a massive confidence booster. But it's just one piece of the puzzle. If you want to keep building your skills and your confidence, there are so many more resources out there for you. This whole explainer is based on materials that were written, created, and produced by IELTS Guide Phil. For an even deeper dive, you can read the original full blog post over at IELTSGuidePhil.com. You can also watch more explainers, just like this one, right here on the YouTube channel, listen to some really in-depth strategy episodes on the Spotify podcast, and join the awesome, supportive Facebook community. You'll find direct links to every single one of those things right in the YouTube description below this video. Remember, the computer-delivered test isn't something to be afraid of. It's actually a tool that's designed to help you show your skills more effectively. Now that you know what's coming, go in there and use it to your advantage. Good luck.